Welcome to Faithful Grace Studios. This is Mindy. I am the owner and creator here, and I'm excited to show you this mega kit. This is Tropic Like It's Hot, and it is full of vibrant, tropical yumminess. As you can see, I mean, just some of the most vibrant colors, still with a little bit of a vintage grunge feel, because you know that's my thing. But look at those colors, look at that vibrancy. Oh, I just am in love with this. In love. Okay, so I decided that this journal was going to be one signature. I did do a binding of the three-hole sewn binding with the knot on the outside, and all the other pieces are cut and scored and inked, or torn and scored and inked. Got our ephemera pack, got all the ephemera stuff here, and then I do have one of my paper dolls, one of my fashionista ladies that is going to go in here somewhere. I know she's a little dark, but till I fancy her up in this particular journal, she will be beautiful in here. Just like adding a little piece of whimsy or something unexpected sometimes in some of these journals. So we'll put all of this together, and I will come back and show you what the finished product looks like. I am so excited to show you this finished journal. This one is the Tropic Like It's Hot journal. This is the mega kit. These are the few little pieces that I had left over. It is not uncommon for those of you that are just getting started in this process. It's not uncommon to have some pieces left over, because there are no rules. You don't have to use anything in the kit you don't want to use. You can put things in whatever place and whatever order you want, and sometimes you might not want to use them all, and that's perfectly okay. No rules, all about what you like, what brings you joy. So here is our Tropic Like It's Hot. I'm so excited. You guys know I love this chiffon stuff. This is some of the fabric that I got out of the chintzy rug that I dismantled. It is just yummy, yummy fabric. I don't even know what you call it, but it's yummy. It's sheer. It ties well. It looks beautiful in a bow. And I attached it, used a piece of the ephemera back here, but it is not it's not glued in there. It's just glued, or it's just, this ephemera is glued, but this is just fed through there. So if I wanted to, and I decided this was too much, I could take it out and replace it with something else. I don't want to, but I could if I wanted to. I used a piece of the ephemera on the edge just to make the cover a little bit longer. This is a one signature journal. And some of you may know, I've said this before, I am a bad cutter. I don't always cut things out the right way. And I sometimes cut things too close. I'm so worried about getting rid of the edge, the white edge, that sometimes I cut them too short. So this cover ended up being tiny bit short for me. So I did use a piece of the ephemera to make it just a little bit longer. And then I used another piece of ephemera on the inside to cover up the white. This one has a little bit of ink on it. It has some ink in places to camouflage some of the white edges, but not a ton of ink. There was enough vintage worn components to the kit itself that I didn't need to add a whole lot. Used a page tab there. Here's one of the flip outs made into a pocket. Here's another pocket with a tag in it. This been embellished with some of the pieces of ephemera. There's some pieces of the ephemera. This kit, honestly, is so vibrant and so gorgeous as it is, that there's many of these pages that I just didn't do anything to at all. There's another one I didn't do anything to. There's a little tiny tuck spot there. And these were some pieces of ephemera that I didn't use, but instead of keeping them for something else, I decided I was going to tuck them in this spot, just in case the new or the end owner, whoever ends up with this journal, might want to do something with it. So I'm going to include it in the journal. This is the little, this is part of the ephemera pack. You don't have to make a little flip file or folio with them, but there's these 3 pieces. I haven't done anything else with them so far. So far I've just made one of these little small folios, mini folios, whatever you want to call it. This one has 2 little tuck spots and a piece of ephemera, and then the Polaroids in here and the slides in here. And then I just made one of those little tab type closures. Next time I do a mega kit that has these pieces with it, I'm going to do something different with them. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but I'm going to do something with them just to prove to you that you don't always have to do what I do. You can do whatever you want. This is a hidden paper clip out of my stash. I will link to the video on how to make these. They're super easy, super quick. It kind of coordinates based on some scraps that I had, but it did not come with the kit. But it's got a piece of the ephemera there. This was a piece of the, this ephemera pack comes with 1 page that has long strips on it. And those strips you can use for a dozen different things. Actually, probably multiple dozen different things. This is a piece of one of those strips. This is a piece of one of those strips. Both of these, this inside piece and this outside piece, pieces of those long strips. So there's lots of things you can do with them. Here's the other another flip out that also has a pocket, and it has a little slide tuck spot here. I just took that piece of ephemera and added the tab to it, and then there's some ephemera there just to dress that up a little bit. Nothing done here, just beautiful pages as they come. This one has a piece of the ephemera in that pocket. Here's another flip out. Actually, this one ended up with 3 flip outs. Two flip out pages come with it, and then I messed up and printed an extra sheet, an extra internal page, one-sided. And so when I did that, it's kind of like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this now? So I just made another fold out with it. This is my first time layering tuck spots. So as you can see here, there's 2 tuck spots here layered on top of each other. They each have the ability to put something in them. I don't know what made me decide to layer it. I just decided, you know what, I'm going to layer it and see if I like it. And I do kind of like it. I kind of like the multi dimensions that gives us. This tuck spot also has, or the fold out rather, also has a pocket in it, and a piece of the ephemera is in the pocket. Nothing done here except for a page tab added. Nothing done here. I missed a white spot there. I will go back and get that. Missed a little white spot there. I'll go back and get that. Nothing here. Another layered pockets, just 2 pockets layered, right, one on top of the other, and I kind of like that. I'm liking that concept. Here's my fashionista. It's those of you that have followed along. Many of my journals will end up with something unexpected, and something from a not from the kit and not matchy, something that's kind of coordinated a little bit, but also is kind of unexpected. It's like, okay, well, what's she doing in there? What's she thinking about? So I added this piece of one of the long strips here with the thought that you could write something there, name her, some sort of concept about her. But I love having our fashionistas. I'll link to you can get a pack of fashionistas, angel ladies, little angels, and cartoon ladies to use for things like this. She's just printed on really heavy cardstock and then put right in here. Love it. Love her in there. these are just the way they came. This is the inside of the back cover, and another piece of that strip covering up where I put the extender on the back of the cover. So there it is. I am absolutely in love with how vibrant this one is. It's bright, it's vibrant, it's happy, and as you know, I love this stuff. Whatever this fabric is, I just think it makes the prettiest closure. I'm not the best bow tire in the world, but even not being the best bow tire in the world, just look at that. I just think it's gorgeous. I hope you've enjoyed watching this walkthrough, or flip through of this Tropic Like It's Hot Mega Junk Journal Kit, and I hope you enjoy making your own.